Flosstube, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela, aka Stitching Brit, and this is Flosstube number 15. So first of all, I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody who has subscribed to my channel, and also for all of your lovely comments. I love reading them, and I know some of you have messaged me on Instagram as well, which is lovely. And I've also started putting in my email address in the comments. So if you do want to email me as well, that would be lovely too. I just love hearing from you because our stitching community is such an amazing community. So thank you to everybody who has supported me up until now, really. So I just want to start by saying, first of all, apologies for last week's video. I shared with you my new stand for stitching my Heaven and Earth designs, a stand that I could put my Q-snaps on so I'm not holding it. And what I didn't realise was when I was talking about it, I literally had it in front of my face and you couldn't see my face. So I do apologise. I didn't have time to film another video, so just wanted to pop a quick apology on here. So this week's been a bit strange already, really. As you know, I mentioned last week that I was having this week off my, if you like, my day job. And yeah, I'm thinking about changing jobs. Due to the pandemic, a lot has changed, as I'm sure it has for everybody, and it's made me really think about the job that I do. I do love the job, but it's an awful lot of hours. My pay has significantly decreased because of we don't have as many customers anymore. Yeah, so I am thinking about changing my job. Now, years ago I used to work in the NHS, so I'm looking at going back to that, really. And I have got 2 night shifts this week, so that is going to impact my stitching time. These night shifts are just to see how I feel about working in the NHS again. I haven't worked in the NHS for 10 plus years. So I just wanted to see how I felt about it, really. And it might be that I end up changing my job and working back in the NHS. I'm speaking to somebody on my first night shift that I'm doing about a potential role that I could do. So we'll see. Watch this space, as they say. Watch this space. But it would just be nice to have a job where I go home, do my job, come home, and that's it. There's no admin or paperwork that I need to do or reports I need to do, because I do a lot of that at home because I'm allowed. It's a job that the current job I have, I can do a lot of admin work from home, which is why I can get a lot of stitching time in. So we'll see. But like I say, I think for a lot of people, the pandemic this year has just changed so much for everybody, and it's certainly something I'm thinking about, really. So I have stitched quite a bit this week. Let's get into it. So the first thing I stitched on was Minnie the Mountain Cabin by Dominic Davison. This is what it will look like. I love his artwork. It's so beautiful, isn't it? And I know a lot of people have either stitched it or are stitching it at the moment. So I don't really know what came over me, but as you know, just to give you a bit of background, for anybody that's been with me watching my floss tube throughout all of my floss tubes will know that I started this design originally on 25 count 1/1, and I just didn't like it. I couldn't work out if it was the 25 count or the 1/1, and I think I've now worked out it's the 1/1 bit. So what I did was I restarted it on 18 count Ada, and I'm doing 2/1 full cross, and I started in this top corner here with this colour, and then I ended up, when I was stitching on it this week, I don't know if I can get it all in, I ended up, I don't know if I can get it all in, I hope you can see it, colour completing. So I've colour completed that colour. And what I've done so far is I've stitched on it for 6 hours and I've done 1055 stitches. It's just gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I think I have found my way with Heaven and Earth Designs finally. I just love colour completing. So that's not to say I'm going to do that on every single project, because as I mentioned before, I've got a very large project that I'm starting on the 1st of January, and I just don't know that I could colour complete all of the colour complete as I go, because I know one of the colours has got 37,000 stitches in. Yeah. But a project like this, I just think it's gorgeous just to try and complete colours. But I do enjoy completing the colours. I'm not quite at the edges of it yet. I've got a plan for the next colour, and I think the next colour will take me to the edges. But I just love this design already, and obviously 18 count. I really like 18 count. So, oh, let me move that so I can put those over there. My next one that I worked on was my Ornament Healing Rose by Carol Cavaleris. This is what it will look like. Again, this is stitched on 18 count, 2/1. I didn't get as much time on it as I wanted to this week, but here it is. And I did this dark red section this week, and again I've decided to colour complete on this one, so I'm going to do the dark red. I'm going to finish that off, and then what I think I'll do is I'll go back to all of these colours and colour complete those, and then go through the rest of the colours and colour complete those, if that makes any sense. But it's just such a gorgeous design. I've seen quite a few people on the Facebook pages that I'm part of stitch that at the moment, and this week I did 2 hours and 403 stitches, but like I said, I didn't get as much time on it as I wanted to, but yeah, one of those things. It's just one of those weeks where I thought I'd get more time to do it, and then I decided to spend more time on my mountain cabin one to finish that colour, so hopefully I'll get a bit more time on it soon. So that's that one. And then, oh, I should say, actually, just going back to this one, I should say this one, my goal, this one, my Ornament Rose, my goal is to reach 15% on it by the end of the month, and I'm currently at 10%, so I've got another 2,444 stitches left to do for my goal. And if I just go back to my mountain cabin, let me have a look at my goal. I've got it all down here on my notes. My goal is to get it to 5% by the end of the month, and I'm currently at 1.91%. So I've got another 1,935 stitches to go. So there's those two. And then I stitched on my Story Keep. Story Keep Life is an Open Book Paris by Amy Stewart, another one that's stitched on 18 count, 2/1. This is what it will look like, and it's almost looking like that now. I'm just so impressed with it. So this is the full thing, and you can see these people are looking more and more like people. So obviously I've done a lot more of this area. Last week I had completed 18 colours, and I've now completed 23 colours. I think there's 80, let me have a look. Where does it say? I think, oh yeah, 89 colours. So still quite a few colours to go, and I'm at the bottom. So I just think it looks totally gorgeous, and I just love every single stitch that I'm putting in it. So I can't wait for that one to progress even more. So I am currently, and I'm so proud of this, I'm currently at 70.12%. My goal is to get it to 85%. So that means I've got another 5,255 stitches. and this week I stitched on it for 10 hours and I've done 2006 stitches. So I definitely think I'm well within achieving my goal of 85%, and it was just so lovely to see that 70% on Pattern Keeper, and just knowing I've got under 30% to go now. Yeah, really excited by that one. So I then had a new start this week, which was one that I call Sunflower Cupcake. It's a chart that I found on Etsy, and I think they've called it Pumpkin Cupcake on there, but I will link it below anyway. So that was one that I started this week, and here it is. The light's not very good. Let me put that behind it. Don't know if that's any better. Yeah, there we go. So this is what I really loved about this design was the fact that it was in Pattern Keeper, and I was really quite surprised. I think there was an update a few weeks ago where these kind of charts, these PDF charts, some of them were suitable for Pattern Keeper. So basically I've done 4 hours on that so far, and I've done 20.89%, which is fantastic, and I've done 851 stitches. So I do need to get a move on with this because I do need it for the end of the week for somebody. It's for one of my friends to give to her granddaughter. So I really want to get that done ASAP, really. Yeah, just love it. So I can't wait. I will show you when I've finished that, because I will finish that before our next Flosstube next week. So that is what I've been working on this week. Then I've already got my plans in for next week. So obviously I'm going to carry on with my the one that I call Sunflower Cupcake. I'm also going to carry on with my Paris Story Keep. As you know, I've got a really big goal of getting that to a finish before my birthday in December. But I think the way I'm going, I'll probably end up finishing it hopefully sometime in November. I'm not at the point of ready to frame it yet, because I want to do the New York version and the London version, and I'm not sure if I want to try and get it framed so that all three are in one frame, or whether I get them all framed individually. If I do get them framed individually, I want them to have the same frames, so that's why I won't rush to get it framed. But it's such a gorgeous stitch, and I know a lot of you have started that design from seeing mine, and it's just lovely to see yours. So please keep sending me in your pictures, because I really love seeing them. So this week I am going to be doing a little bit of stitching on the Faces of Fairy 178 by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. That's what that one will be. And this is where I'm up to with it. So I've gone all the way across. So I'm thinking, actually, I don't know if I will colour complete on this one, or whether I'll just go across or down. I haven't quite decided. I'll see what my fancy takes when I start stitching that one. So that's that one. And then the 25 count material that I started Minnie Mountain Cabin, I actually then ended up using for Minnie Princess of the Sea by Donna Gelsinger. That's what it will look like. Again, I know lots of people stitching on that at the moment. Let's see if I can get that up the right way this time. Yeah, this way. That's where I'm up to. I haven't done very much on that one, so I'm looking forward to putting some more time in that. This is stitch 2 over 1/10 stitch, so it's going quite quick. I say quite quick, there's like 75,000 stitches, but yeah, you know what I mean. This is the first time I've stitched a whole project in 10 stitch, so I am enjoying it. I don't know whether I would end up doing more, but I think by the end of the project, who knows. I know that some of you stitch 10 stitch over 28 count, so I'm interested in trying that maybe on a project. I don't know, I've got so many ideas of things I want to start, but I think at the moment I'm happy with what I've got in terms of Heaven and Earth designs. I do want to start the New York Story Keep, like my Paris one, on my birthday, which is why I'm racing to get the Paris one done. And then, like I say, I've got another new start coming on New Year's Day, and I think once I've got all of that done, I think I'll be done for Heaven and Earth designs until I finish some. And then we'll see really whether or not I start any more. But I think I just love the designs, and I think when you absolutely love doing what you're stitching, I think that's the important thing. Don't get me wrong, I can't wait to finish them, but I love the process of stitching them. I think that's what I'm enjoying. I really do think I'm going to miss the Story Keep Paris one when I finish stitching it, because it's, like, as I keep saying, it's such a beautiful stitch. And I think if it hadn't have been for Pattern Keeper, there is no way I would have got this done so quickly, because I know when I first started it, I think for the first month I didn't have Pattern Keeper, and I think I got about 1,500 stitches in the first month, compared to probably, I don't know how many stitches I get done, maybe 5,000 a month at the moment with Pattern Keeper. So it really does make a difference, and I'm definitely an Apple product girl, and I went out and got an Android tablet. So I think really because of Pattern Keeper, I love the fact that I can colour complete now, and I can see the project coming together like that. So hopefully I get quite a bit of stitching time this week, and I can certainly finish off the sunflower cupcake and see how far I get on all of my other Heaven and Earth designs. And who knows, I might even get to 80% of my Paris Story Keep. That might be a bit much actually, 10% in a week, but who knows, who knows. So that's it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed seeing my progress. Like I say, please do either leave me a comment or send me pictures via Instagram or email. I'd love to hear from you, and look forward to catching up with you next week. So take care, bye for now, and happy stitching. Bye.